Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing good today. I wanted to show you how to obtain. Why I didn't go into this before ever, because it's something that's just so simple and easy. I didn't think um, it's really worth to make a tutorial about. But I did get quite a few messages and requests for it. So I decided I am going to make one. Now, Ocean Jasper. Hi, Judy. Ocean Jasper, it's a pretty nice stone. And I did go ahead and do an image search on Google. So you can see it can take so many different color combinations and shapes and all that I thought it would be a good idea to show you. Now, what is to be noted is that for jaspers like the one here, it is a good idea to mix a little bit of translucent, especially in the lighter colors. Not for it to be totally translucent, but to have a little bit of translucency. And generally speaking, whenever we are dealing in stones, it's a good idea, unless we are talking about granite and stuff like that, it's a good idea to mix a little bit of translucent in all your colors. But here we see all kinds of jaspers, of all kinds of colors, of all kinds of patterns. So there is no clear, oh, this has to be these colors, absolutely, and nothing else. Also, this is an effect, so I'm not going to make it super duper extra realistic. It's something that you can do, and unless somebody is about an inch away from what you did, they would still think it is an ocean jasper. Generally speaking, what it is very known for are these little bubbles, because it does have a shape, the way that the mineral itself forms does have a little bit of similarities with the malachite and the rhodochrosite. And I am talking strictly about these little bubble things. This one, as you can see, is a geode. But most of them, generally speaking, will have that bubble thing. And we'll try doing that several ways, just to be to have different approaches to the same thing. So let's go ahead and dig in. Hi Mona, hi Darla, hi Kanchana, hi Catherine. So what I have here, and this is the good thing about it, you can use all kinds of leftovers. Here there are some pure colors, and you can also allow your mix to be not complete. Like you can see here, I left this on purpose, or here I allowed this on purpose to stay this way, and you'll see in a second why. But what I wanted to show you, so this would be, I just threw away some wasabi and sunshine yellow and alizarin crimson, and I'm going to get them through the machine just to show you the hows and whys. A little bit thinner. thing, you don't want this. You don't want to keep this. Hi Sharon, hi Ilanka, hi Elaine, thank you for making it. So you don't want the pure colors to stay there like this. So I'm going to go with it a couple more times through the machine. So now I am pretty much good, and you can see I need to get it thinner. Now the next thing I'm going to be doing, and I already did, but hold on, I said I was going to show you how to do stuff even without the brand new clay, just purely out of leftovers. So let me see. I need some leftover without pearlescent, so don't use pearlescents. So I have here some, I don't know if this was a public or a sponsor. These are leftovers from a cane. So I'm just putting them here like this. And I'm going to go with it through the machine a few times. And I'm going to leave it like this. Now, the other thing that is good to do is at least 2 Skinner blends. And here I have some white mixed with some of this. And I am going to have another white mixed this time with this. So just make them random, and it's a very good way to use your scraps. Yes, very dirty way of working it. And I really need to clean my machine again. And this time I'm going to go on a thicker setting. So this I'm going to make into a little snake slash sausage. And I want it to be about as wide as that. And it actually needs to be a little bit thinner. So does this wrap it now? almost, so just a little bit thinner. I want to go backwards. And there we go. Now we're good. Excuse me. And this would be one of the things, and you want it to be fairly thinnish. You can even grab some and make them thinner. I probably made too much of this, but oh well. And I didn't bring my itty bitty thingies. Just a second. I was looking for these. These you can get at Polyclay Play. And they are very useful. All right, now I'm going to start building a Mokumegane slab, but I'm going to build it out of patches. I'm going to just break these, and break that with your hands because you don't want clean lines. I'm just breaking a few more here to have them ready. Let's grab this one. So just create a pile of bits and pieces. I don't know how to call it otherwise. And just call it what it is. And just try not to put the same colors on top of each other. And just keep piling up. And just pile and pile. Until now it's fun, huh? Because we just play with patches of things. with this we are going to create an ocean jasper effect here. And you can make as many piles as you want. I mean, you don't have to work just in one pile. You can work in more than one. And this is also a good way, because remember how we all have this thing whenever we get rid of we make scrap clay. Sometimes what comes out of the pasta machine is so beautiful. A lot of times we are tempted to put it aside for maybe I'll use this one day because this is so pretty. And this is one of the ways you can use those pretty things coming out of the pasta machine. It's a good way to use them. I don't even have to use all of these. And you can make more. I just made these two color combinations because I didn't want to keep you too long. And there we go. So now I have a pile, a full pile of stuff. And I'm going to start consolidating it. I'll gently bring it to a... And you don't want it too thick, okay? But you don't want it too thin either. And also you want it fairly flat so that when you start cutting through it, you don't have pieces of slices. Alrighty, so it is an approximate good thickness. So I'm going to start deforming it, and I'm going to just use my knuckles. Turn it backwards, flip it over, and then reconsolidate it. We are still having, since yesterday we started getting rain. Yeah, I hope it will be. Thank you, Judy. So now we are getting it a little bit smaller like this, but we will flatten it out again. No worries about that. What we want to do is to eliminate any hollow. See, like here, we don't want it to be hollow there at all. But you can already see how it gets fairly stone-like. Now the second deformation, I'm going to again use my hand, but it's going to be in a different way. Grab your hand like this, and then go in here. You do not want to use any tool really, and you can help. My hand is not doing very good, as you know. So I'm going to do another one here, because you don't want, once again, you do not want any kind of straight lines. Those do not happen in this type of stone. So pretty much this would be it, and then all we have to do now is to make sure that it's nice and flat. Once again, so that the slices will not have any air between them, because like see here, I do have this dent and I need to get rid of it. And you do that just by continuously reducing in width and then flattening it again. Oops. I guess it needs one more, and that should be it. Now, what I want to do is to cut some holes. And that's why I said you need to kind of make it relatively thinner, because, oh, by the way, you can, whenever you have grays and stuff, you can add all kinds of things like ground peppercorn or ground cinnamon or whatever, you name it. So what I want it to be thinner than how long these things, thinner than how long these things are. So I'm going to need this and this. Is this size? Yeah, it's not this size. Okay, so I need these two, and I'm going to also need a toothpick to clean them. And these, again, you can reuse them. You can just put them together and make a new mud color. Let me actually try and grab find a paintbrush. It goes, then it comes out. Do I have one as thin as this one? Let me see. I might. some, oops, I broke it. I broke it. It went inside the blue. That's weird. Here we go. Let me try and do this again. See if it breaks again. Yep, it does break again. Guess I was too bad and too forceful with it. Oh well, considering how many years this thing have served me. Let's try the next one. Yeah, this should be enough actually. I said before that I already did too many of these. But you can put them in a different combination of pile. Alright, so now I'm going to make sure that this is perfectly straight and this end. The thing is that these ones you don't want to squish. You kind of want them to stay round as much as possible. So what I would suggest is that you put them in the fridge before inserting them in there. Keep them in the fridge for like 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that, to make sure that your stick things are, well, this one doesn't want to go in. Let's go this way. It's just plain white. Because if it's not harder than the rest, it's going to want to squish whenever you're consolidating everything. Hi, Lynn. Well, and this is too thick, I guess. So you start by making your little bubbles first. Oh, come on, get in there. And then you work on your total pile thingy. And after that, you insert these so they wouldn't squish out when you try to insert them. Come on, get in there. I was going to say something, but even if this is not a children's channel. YouTube might dock me anyway if I say that. Okay, so now we got this, and I'm going to very gently put this together because, and see how it got empty and some didn't go all the way in with the thinner thing. Oh well. Alrighty, now I'm going to have this wax paper here. Let's get this nice and stuck to the tile. And my thin blade and arm oil. So the first slice might not be. Yes, you can use these for beads easily. Oh, stay there. It's very sticky. Like most of these things, you need to put in the fridge to be able to cut them properly without them sticking to your blade. And trust me, I have very good blades. These blades you can get at Trish's store are awesome. So I'm going to just shave off the top to get rid of all the nasties. And you'll have to work a little bit smaller. Remember that I always make these bigger than I normally would, so you can see better what I'm doing. So this is a easy, fast way to make an ocean jasper style. It is actually a mokumegane, so let's call it a mokumegane because this is what it is. Oh well. And again, I didn't choose, I just put haphazardly the colors that go in the pile. You can go ahead and I will probably at one point post a tutorial on how to do it the more realistic way and explain how to choose the colors better. Looking at my Innate mode. Oops. There we go. And you can make it as a veneer to cover cabochons you already made, or you can, because most of it, again, remember, most of this is crab clay. All right, so you can just go ahead and work it directly into a cabochon mold. It is entirely up to you how you decide to work it. But again, remember, make it smaller. I mean, all these little, you can even use your extruder to make these. Remember, you can make like a retro cane, like you use for the retro cane. Only use it for this type of stash of mokumegane. So you can make ocean jaspers. So let me grab the So this is a Cernit mold. You can find this at Polyclay Play as well. So I'm going to use this part and this big one here and just fold over the other ones, and maybe find my cosmetic sponge. Maybe there it is. And gently cut the extra, and I do have a little bit of a dip here, so I'm going to cover it this way. And once again, oh, there's another little dip here. And there we go. One ocean jasper to go, please. As I said, it's not a perfect thing, but just put in Google ocean jasper and then select images, so you can get yourself a good choice, and then select which of them you might like better. And I'll take and after I'm done doing these things, I will grab that and explain how to choose the colors and how to work them. But more realistic, that's going to happen sometime soon. Not sure when. To be very honest, I have some issues to take care of in my personal life. That's why I've been excuse me. I have several tutorials that are almost done, but the stuff that I need to do is taking pretty much all my time, active time, because I need to take a lot of time to rest. It's very stressful. Alrighty, so as you can see, you can get remember now you have to see this in a much smaller scale. Like these things should be at most 1/4 of an inch. Not, I mean, not even 1/4, like 2 millimeters. So this is the way to do it. Now let me get to the Google Images. What did I do with the one that I made, with the bigger one I made? I lost it. Gremlins. No idea where it went. Oh, there it is. Ugh. Okay, so you can see the cabochons. Now, let me switch to the screen view. And as you can see, I did ocean jasper in the Google search and then images. And that is it. So I'm going to choose here. What you see here is you can actually obtain by first of all, you choose, as you can see. Let me actually try to get it bigger. Okay, you can see that this is actually pretty big, but the closest you'll get to this is you choose here, you have 2 or 3 colors, various colors of beige, one going more into salmon pink and one being a very, very light beige close to white. It's not pure white here. And here you have various hues of green. Now this is actually broken here. It's not a visual effect. It's actually a hole there. It's a geodish hole, the same as here on the bottom. Let me try and get here. You can see better that that's actually a hole. It's not a full thing. So this would be the back of it. And yeah, I know it should look like it's 2600, but it's a huge thing. As you can see, somebody holding it in their hand. It's way bigger than the palm. So you'd have here like almost a jungle green, and then a much lighter green, in which I personally would use translucent, and with a little bit of beigeish. Now, the way that I would create that, because see here you have like little crystals, and this is obvious when we go to the geode part of it. I would actually create these with a type of bubble cane. And remember that you can find the bubble cane in my videos, the lace and bubble cane. And this would be lace or bubble cane, but remember, and then reduce it to smithereens and then cut slices out of it. Now, let's choose another one. I'm not gonna choose this very intricate one. Okay, let's get this one. This one has almost the same thing, because it does have here a gap, like for a geode gap. The green part again, shut up. The green part again has that lace type thing, but you can see the little snakes that would come like from a retro cane. They are a little bit deformed. Here you would have to make that little snake with the lace cane. So all these would make that lace cane effect. They are a little bit more complicated, so let me try and find a more simple one. This one would be a good, even if it does have a little bit of lace cane in the, but I will have to show you that at one point. This one I would actually make it a cane. It almost looks like a cellular something, but you can see here the bubble cane type thing, and then here I would just do a chopped, and here the sills I would do them with chopped and then reduce them to smithereens. Here it would be a combination of chopped and little, this is also a more complicated one, and I'm trying to find something that would be the easier way. There we go, this one should be relatively easy. But you can obtain this grained thing, grainy look on the beigeish mustardish part of it, what I would do, I would make a few sausages wrapped in a translucent tea thing, and then chop that and then put that together. As for these other colors, I would use ground white peppercorn to obtain this. And then here again you have the lacy type of thing. But again, this one I wanted to show how to do it without a lot of bells and whistles. See, this one is much simpler to make. It just requires a lot of the bubbles, but you can make less bubbles. You don't have to make all these bubbles. So generally speaking, this would be the easiest way to make a faux jasper. And you can make even this scrap clay. You can add some translucent to it and then work it the way it's supposed to be worked. But once again, remember, make everything on a much smaller scale than what I did here. But and if you want to make it super duper, not ocean jasper realistic, but as a super duper effect, work all of these with translucents of different colors, and in some of the translucents mix, like I said, some ground peppercorn to give a more stone realistic thing, and it will look gorgeous, but won't be very ocean jasper. It will just be a beautiful effect, but still gorgeous effect and great for jewelry. So I hope you liked it, and I am going back to my laying on the couch and waiting for the rain to come again, because we are in a rainy spell and the barometer is low. So I hope you enjoyed it and you'll try it yourself. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful what's left of the weekend. Bye. Yeah, paprika mix as well.